Hey, good evening, everybody. This is Joe for Allenhoven, and this is the first webinar I've had in a while. It was very good to see that over 60 had registered for this webinar. And tonight, what we're going to talk about how to use Team Elite Responder to make instant commissions and some other things. First, I want to do a little bit of housekeeping, some things I want to make you aware of. All of us have certain things that go on in our lives, and one of them that I want to lead into is internet marketing is such an opportunity right now for the average person. That's what I really like about it. I see a lot of you are just coming on now, which is okay, because you're going to get a copy of the replay of this webinar in your email. So don't worry about the fact that you may have missed some of it. Like I said, internet marketing is such an opportunity for the average person right now. In the history of mankind, I don't know of anything that's going to have the impact on the average person as internet marketing does, because you can have a worldwide business. Here I'm sitting in a little bitty town in Arkansas and actually have a worldwide business. It's just fantastic. Just a little bit of stuff. We're going to have some future guest speakers. I'm a platinum member of Moby, and we're going to have some of the coaches. I don't want to call them gurus, but that's kind of what they are. They're going to be doing some future webinars for us, also on some specific topics. I'm looking forward to your feedback after this webinar. You're going to get an email after a couple of hours. It's going to ask you for comments, and put in that email what you would like to see in the future as far as what we do on our broadcast. And the first thing I want to do is I'm going to open up the chat, and if you have any comments, if you can't hear me or something like that, go ahead and put it in the chat. I'm just going to type in there, can you hear me? Here, let's make sure everybody can hear me. If I could type. And we'll see if anybody. Apparently everything's okay. Back to what we're going to be doing is we'll have future seminars on very specific topics, and I'm looking forward to that. Some special training. And tonight, as I said before, the title is How to Use Team Elite Responder to generate instant commissions, primarily with AdLeadProfits. Now, like I said, the internet is such an opportunity. One of the things that has to happen for some people is to get over the hump and to get into making some real money is to get over their fears. And first thing I want to say that when I was 25 years old, I had two fears, and one that I would go bald, and the other one is I'd be single. Well, I always like to say to my nieces and nephews, thank God I didn't go bald. And that's a joke, if you can see there. It's, don't have any. So anyways, about 25 years old, I got over those fears because I was both bald and single. And I'm 68 now, and I choose to be single, not necessarily choose to be bald. But anyways, that's the way things happen. Sometimes you have to face your fears. So sometimes in internet marketing, you have to, some people have a little bit of fear of success, and That's the first thing. Just get over that fear of success and reach out there and let yourself go. And here's a worldwide opportunity, and it's a good time right now to go with it. Now, this is not going to really be a long webinar because it's kind of the first one. But what I want to do is to lead into a little bit of Team Elite Responder, how it came to be, and what it's for. And then I do have 2 bonuses that I'm going to give for everybody that's in attendance tonight. And before I shut down, I'm going to give you those 2 bonuses. Okay, back a few years ago, it's called Team Elite Responder for a reason. Back a few years ago, there was a Sanjika Ostros created Team Elite for GDI promotion, and I was in that, and I'm still in it. But I thought there was a need to have something to promote GDI, and that was how it was created. And then after it was created, I found that I had discovered that so many people didn't have a clue where to get started in marketing. And that's the reason Team Elite Responder was created. It's a tool. And that's what I want to talk to you about tonight, is using it as a tool, and AdLeadProfits as another tool, working them together. I call that piggybacking. We're going to go into more detail about that later. Now, if I ask a question, are you looking for a way to earn money online? What is your answer? Now, here's a key to understanding where you are. If someone asks me, am I looking for a way to earn money online, I'm not really looking for a way to earn money online at this time. I am looking for more ways to reach people, more advertising sites, because I know how to make money online. Now, if you're in that group that said, yes, I'm looking for a way to earn money online, the first thing you do is you need to develop you a business plan, and that's, you need to set some goals and settle in on a couple of companies and stick with it, until you succeed, because it doesn't, there are so many good opportunities out there that most people, the problem is they don't stick with it. Now, so what I chose to do way back was to get in the make money niche, you might say. When I was trained by George Kosh, and I'm an advocate of email marketing. Now, there's a whole lot of ways to make money online. Some people do it with Twitter, some people do it with Facebook, some people do it with Craigslist, and the list goes on and on and on. Pay-to-click places, safe lists, traffic exchanges. But I chose to just be interested in advertising and do email marketing. Now, just very briefly, I'm going to put the screensaver on and show you 2 sites, a little bit about the 2 sites that I use as tools in internet marketing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the screen share. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Viral Mail Profits. Viral Mail Profits is the site that I use to send out my emails. And what it does, if you'll see here, if I go to mailers, you'll see my list of mailers here, okay? And each one of these here, it says I'm ready to mail. This is the list, and you can see I'm going to scroll down here. You can see there's a whole lot of them in that list. Now this site, you can join it free. Viral Mail Profits. I'm going to copy that link right there, and I'm going to put it out there to you. And you can have up to 999 mailers. The other one I use is Vital Viral Pro, and this one's also free. and you can have up to, I think it's 999 sites that you track. I use Vital Viral Pro for my URL and banner rotators. And just to show you one thing about the URL rotators, just give you one little example here, is I have banners on about 1,000 sites. So if I want to look at steal my traffic, say, and I wanted to change it, all I got to do is click that. Right now, you see, the only thing I'm advertising is the webinar. I'm going to turn that off because we're in the webinar. I'm going to turn these other ones back on here. And what I've done is, this is about 2,000 hits a day. So I hit that right there and save it. And and what I did is I just turned off that one URL and turned it back on. And I do that for literally thousands of sites. And if I look at my sites, which is another one here, let's see what I got going. Okay, those are the sites. And all you got to do is click that, and that'll turn it off. And you can have a new site you're promoting. You can just put it in there. All you do to put it in there, you drag that over there like that. These are all the URLs that I've registered. You can register up to 1,000 of them. So you just drag it over there. And so if you want to advertise one site, that's all you do. I'm going to come back to just wanted to show you that. And we're going to go back to the screen, which is here. So, okay. So that's the first thing I wanted to show you. That's how I do internet marketing. Now, and I didn't come to that easy. I spent thousands and thousands of dollars on training, and that's the results of the training. There's one thing that I'm known as is the level of the playing field of somebody that shares what knowledge I have. And that's one thing that I will do is whatever knowledge I'm learning, I'm sharing it all the time. I believe in sharing it. And the other thing is I love to work with people that need help from the get-go, because not that I'm not trying to get money out of you necessarily, but I tell you what, if you're successful, you're going to be more apt to listen to what I say and more apt to participate in some of the programs that are coming up. Now, the way the internet works, just a little introduction to this, the way the internet works, it's what I call through some type of familiarity or brand awareness, brand names, etc. That's why some people are so tremendously successful and others not so much. So now what you really have to do to be successful, now when I say successful, I'm going to say something over $1,000 a week. That would be my term of success. Now, depends on what your income level is. But if you want to generate that kind of income, you're going to have to build a relationship with the leads that you generate. Without that, it's going to be difficult for you to just, some people latch on to new sites that are coming online and they make a few dollars that way, and the next site comes online. But that's not, I'm talking about a system that will allow you to work actually less and less as time goes on and generate more and more income as time goes on. Now, and in order to build that relationship, there's something that the gurus came across in the early days of the internet, and they still use it. And what that is called an autoresponder. Now, they've been using them from day one. Now, that's what Team Elite Responder is. It has an autoresponder. And what that simply means is this: when you get a lead, you start to send that lead messages. And these should be messages. I supply messages as part of Team Elite Responder, but you should rewrite them into your own words because you're trying to build a relationship with them. You're not trying to build my relationship with them. So I just want to show you. I'm going to go back to the screen share again, and I want to I'm going to go to Team Elite Responder just to show you the home page there, and it's very simple. You create messages, and it automatically sends them out. And you can see the number of leads I've been generating every day. So I just wanted to show you that, and I'm going to come back to here. All right. So Team Elite Responder, and as I said, we're going to talk about instant commissions with AdLeadProfits. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick something on here so you can see it. I'll put there. Okay. Okay, so I'm getting comments now. Okay, you cannot see. I made a mistake. Cannot see the list of mailers. Put the links for the programs you mentioned. Okay, I'm going to put the links for the programs I mentioned. Some of you had a bad connection. Like I said, all that stuff don't worry about because you're going to get a replay of this after this is over. All right, now I'm going to go back and show you. Better yet, I'm going to give you the links to those the sites that I mentioned. So let me go back here, chat. Hang on a second while I do that. Let's see here. Let me type them in here as I'm speaking here. Hold on one second. I'm just going to put them in there for you. Okay, this is the link for Viral Mail Profits. That should be displaying. And another one that I talked about was Viral Pro. Just let me get that one here. These are both free to join. In fact, everything I talk about tonight, the total cost to you if you join everything I mentioned is going to be exactly a zero. And put that one down there. So that's those two. We do have tonight with us Albert, who is my kind of a digital assistant, plus he's a PHP person. And what I'm going to do next time we have one is I'm going to have him come on as a speaker. I've just got this system the other day, and as you can see, I'm not proficient with it yet, but I'll get there, and next time we're going to have Albert give a little short introduction of what he's doing on some of the sites. Okay, and Albert says he did see the computer screen the last time. Okay, good, now we're rolling. All right, so I did a whole thing last week. I kind of blew my top about instant commissions. Now, you listen out there and you see these ads about instant commissions, instant commissions. Well, I got really upset with one site that was going to be 100% instant commissions. And that's the way I advertised it. I advertised it 100% instant commissions, and I was all excited. Had over 200 people referred underneath me, and I got all excited. And so when the thing launched, I got into it. I was upset when I found out I had to pay $19.95 a month for administration fee, and then boom, I had to pay another $10 a month for some kind of check processing thing. And then boom, I was going to upgrade because I knew out of those 200 people, some of those were going to upgrade, and boom, another $50 a month. It's about $80 a month for something they said was 100% free, 100% instant commissions. And that to me is not right. Now, of course, what happened is nobody's upgrading, so they were too slick for their own good because it's not going to happen. Okay, Grace, don't worry about it. It's going to be in the replay. She says she's not seeing any of the list. I'm going to hang on with that. We're gonna post that here at the end. Don't worry about it. I'll look at your stuff. We'll get everybody caught up. Okay, so to me, 100% commissions is this. That means that when I buy that product, I want 100% of that money from the sale put in my PayPal account. I don't want any fees deducted, unless it's PayPal, they do that. But I want 100% because that's what was advertised. And so I was really upset until I found a couple of sites, and it just so happens that last week there was a lady in England, United Kingdom, that's going back into the beauty business, and she had a site that has 100% instant commissions built into it. I bought it through the help of Don Harrison, who told me about it. If you don't know who Don Harrison is, he's Mad Dog Mails and a lot of other. It's pretty well known internet marketer. Anyways, it is 100% commissions, instant commissions if you're a founding member. Now it's 25% instant commissions if you're a free member, which means that the way that works, the way 100% works is if you sign somebody up and they become and you become a founding member, you get 100% of everything, all the sales you make, no matter what level it is. Now, as a free member, you get 25%, which means that 3 would go to your referrer and 1 would go to you. 3 of the commissions. You go directly into your PayPal account. Now, AdLeadProfit is the. Let me go back to the screensaver. I want to show you that just for a second. Go back there, and here it is, AdLeadProfits, and we got a contest going right now. And don't worry about the fact that I'm up here, because I'm not going to count myself in the contest. Of course, Don is on the top right now, and my good buddy Ben Holsinger, who just started today, is here. I know Jonathan. I know Isabella. This is the lady that I purchased it from. I know Nancy, Ben. I know Norm. I know most all of these people. There's Albert, Darren Olander, James Eggert. Anyways, so that's just today. Just started today. You want to get involved in that. And what's going to be is when you sign up right down here on Wednesday, we're adding something that's really going to make this site special. We're going to add a opt-in form. Okay. What that means is before a person signs up for AdLeadProfits, it's going to say down here, tell you exactly what it's going to say. It's going to say, join your sponsors list below. It's going to say, enter your first name and email, submit. Now, this is the other site, Easy List Multiplier. It's going to be just exactly like that right down here. Go back to AdLeadProfits. Okay, if you join AdLeadProfits, you come back here to here. there's a special code, promo code. I'm going to give it to you, and it is webinar, WEBINAIR. If you put in webinar, you're going to get, if you join as a free member, you're going to get 10,000 credits, banners, and text stamps. Okay, now back to the how do we work piggyback. We're going to do two things now. We're going to generate leads and instant commissions at the same time. Okay, so as a member of AdLeadProfits, depending on your membership level, let me read some of these notes here again. Oh, the website's not showing. Okay, let me go back. I know what I did wrong. Hang on. Okay, I'm going to go back to AdLeadProfits. Okay, we got a contest going. Like I said, don't forget, I won't be in the contest, but you can see the people that are here. And what it's going to be, on Wednesday, we're going to add an opt-in form just like this from Frank's site, which AdLeadProfits was designed by Frank also. And it's going to be just like that. So before a person signs up for AdLeadProfits starting Wednesday, you're going to capture that person as a lead. Does that work? It works extremely well. I'm going to go back here and turn this off. Okay, that should have worked. Albert, let me know. Did you see that? So I think it did. I think I've figured it out. So how's this work? Okay, as a member of AdLeadProfits, you're going to capture their lead before they sign up at the site. Now, you're going to need an autoresponder to do that. All right. How are we going to do that? If you do not have an autoresponder, here's what we're going to do. Let me go back here to screen share again. This is the order page for Team Elite Responder. Some of you have someone who is your sponsor there. Just go to teameliteresponder.com. If you don't have a autoresponder, I'm gonna give you one. I'm gonna give you a lifetime membership, free membership. I'm going to keep this open. I'm not going to do like a lot of people scare you to death, tell you it's for today only. I'm going to keep this open for at least a week. Free lifetime membership. All you got to do when you click that, it's using PayPal to get your information. But when you click that, it's going to open up and it's going to say Team Elite Responder membership. Total amount due is 0. That's the way I'm going to use. I have to use PayPal because it's linked into the software, but they're not going to charge you anything because it's a free membership. Okay, so I'm coming back here to the. Okay, sounds like LSC you're talking about, lots of fees. I don't like to talk about company names. Joan, let's just say I was upset. And so, AdLeadProfits and Team Elite Responders. So, you're going to have an opt-in form on Wednesday. And the way that works is I advertise AdLeadProfits, and I've been advertising it. I also did that with that other site. And I was getting a tremendous amount of leads. Just to show you, let me go back here. And the promo code I gave you, if you're already a member, you can stick it in there and get to 10,000 credits. I'm trying to help. I'm not so greedy, whatever it is. All right, you can see here now. the way this Team Elite Responders, 20 is the maximum they show here. Some of these days 30 and 50, but these 20s is at least 20, and that's what I've been doing. And I take those leads. Let me show you how easy it is at Team Elite Responder to get those leads in there, because at AdLeadProfits, it's going to simply ask for a form code, and it's right here on the dash. And you click on HTLM form code. So all you do, you type in something that's going to mean something to you, and I'm going to just put in out, and then I'm going to save them to, in this case, I'm going to save them, say, the Team Elite Responder folder. Here you put in a redirect URL. That's the site you want them to go to after they sign up, and then you hit update form. Then you just copy that form right there, and all you do is in your edit my details at AdLeadProfits, it'll have a place to paste that form, and that's all you're going to have to do. It's that simple, and you're going to be able to generate a lot of leads that way, and you're going to be able to generate a lot of sales at AdLeadProfits. Now, let's see, one thing here, a couple of things I want to get into about advertising, and let me look at. I'm going to. Okay. I'm going to give you some tips that I've been picking up. Number one is piggybacking is what I've just described. That's generating a lead while advertising another site and making sales at both sites. I love to do that. I've been doing that for quite a while. Now, don't niche down too much, especially if you're doing Facebook advertising. What I mean by that, don't try to get a lead that's only interested in buying, say, Team Elite Responder. In other words, don't advertise at autoresponders so much. Occasionally, it's advertise things like, are you interested in making more money? Something like that. And there's a reason for that. If you niche down too much, you're just going to end up generating very, very few leads. And when you niche up, it's amazing how many people are actually interested in almost any site in the make money niche. So, because once you explain how it works, then they're very interested in it. And then always remember, you're building a business, and these leads that you generate, this is probably the most important thing I'm going to say tonight. These leads that you generate, you want to treat them like family. You want to treat them as people, and you want to get to know them a little bit in a sense that they have a name, and they're not just numbers that you want to generate. In other words, and say to yourself, I got 20 leads today, 30 leads today. It's 20 people, and when you write, you want to be like you're writing to somebody that you know, because you're not going to be able to. The old adage, you can fool some of the people some of the time, and all the people some of the time. I mean, some of the people part of the time, but you can't fool all the people all the time. All of the people some of the time, but you can't fool all of the people all the time. It's just going to come across. They're going to realize if you're in it to make money, you'll probably fail. If you're in it to fulfill your dreams, you'll probably succeed. But you also have to be in it to help people, because it's going to come across pretty quick, and you'll build a reputation one way or the other. So let's see here. I'm going to open it up for questions right now, because I didn't intend to go even this far into it. As I do that, let me post those links again, and then I'm going to open it up for questions right now. So let me be posting those links. That's Vital Viral Pro. Let's see. Lifetime membership free at Team Elite Responder. And remember, you got to get a free membership. Let me just put this whole thing here. And this is good whether you're as a new member or signing up. You display this. Where'd it go? There it is. Okay, the link's already up. Okay, so the links are up. If anybody has questions, I'm open for questions right now. So as you're putting them in there, the main things is this. Number one, you're going to get a replay of this that you can send out, do it or whatever you want with it. I don't. I'm not so big on all this keeping stuff secret. You're going to get an email asking for a little bit of input, so that would be good. We can say you can put in there something like what you'd like to see next time, and sales page isn't up. The one I had for I've got this one here. That should be showing now. That AdLeadProfits. You can just go to AdLeadProfits. That's fine. On that one. Let me go back to chat. Well, if you're already a member of a paid position at AdLeadProfits, the promo code is good. And really the purpose of this, Grace, the purpose of this webinar tonight was to let you know that we're going to put that opt-in on there and how to use that opt-in to generate leads, and how important it is to work with those leads and build a relationship. And if you don't have an autoresponder, you can get a free one, lifetime membership at Team Elite Responder. Okay, and yeah, so some of y'all are communicating there together. And that's what I want to see, is that communicate together. Some of you have your sponsor here tonight, and I don't want to. That's why I put AdLeadProfits. I don't want to take anything away from anybody. That way, if you have a sponsor, put it in there. And I'm reading these messages here. Robert says the only link he sees is AdLeadProfits. If you scroll down on your with all the messages, guys, you'll see the other ones. I think. You know what? Let me put them all together and post it one big. Hang on. Let me just. I think that's what it is. These are the two important ones. Those are the two, Team Elite Responder and AdLeadProfits. I hope that y'all got something out of this. For me, once I once I learned how important it was to build a list, and that was hammered by everybody I ever had anything to do with. And once I saw that, and once I built the list that I am using right now, everything changed, and everything became much easier. And it's wonderful to make contacts worldwide. And that's what makes the Norm. I mentioned Viral Pro. Hold on, I'm gonna go there and get a link and then come back. I'm just going to add it to this. It's right at the bottom there. That's a wonderful site. If you belong to a lot of safe lists or traffic exchanges or lists or whatever, Viral Pro is fantastic because you can have up to 1,000 URLs. It'll track every one of them. And the beautiful part of their rotators is you just go in there and click them on and off. And I use only that one now because I can go in there and in about 15 minutes I can go from advertising 8 or 9 different sites to advertising one site to close to 1,000 safe lists, text exchanges, safe traffic exchanges, etc., etc. There's one last link I want to put up here. This one here. That last one, that successdirectorcoach.net, that's my page where I describe my overall business plan, what I promote. Some of you might be interested in that, and that's the page that I refer a lot of the leads to as I develop a relationship with them. That's how they become members of Moby or M&G Home Business or Team Elite Responder or some of the other sites. Okay. Only visible at the top of the chat. Okay, is that a problem, Norm, that it's only visible at the top of chat? I'll hit this display again and see if it, yeah. Okay, so I'm going to be stopping the broadcast now, and I'll tell you what, if there are any questions, you can get a hold of me at Joe. Let's see, let me do an easy one. Rojo for Alan Homan at gmail.com. I better write that in there, hadn't I? Okay, I'll put that in there. Of course, you get a hold of me at any of the sites. Let me just put that in there. If you need to get a hold of me with something, if you have questions. But it's been great. So I'm looking forward to doing another one before long. And so I'm going to be signing off now. And so if you have questions, just let me know. And I thank you very much.